Hey, what's good, everybody? It's Celtics here from YouTube, and we are here today to talk about Game 4 of both the NBA Eastern Conference and Western Conference playoffs. We have the Boston Celtics versus the New York Knicks. The spread here is the same. Over-under here is pretty much the same as Game 3, as the Boston Celtics is a -6.5 spread. Over-under here is set at 208. On the other end, on the Western Conference, we have, again, the line is pretty much the same thing as it was for Game 3. We have the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a -5.5 spread, but the over-under here is set at 200 instead of last game. It was set at 201.5, which, as we seen, went under. And as we seen in Game 3, the Celtics covered, and as we see in Game 3, the Warriors covered. In fact, the Warriors had a chance to win. But let's get right into Game 4 for both games, ladies and gentlemen. At first, which is we have at 6:30 tonight, as we have the Boston Celtics versus the New York Knicks in Game 4. The New York Knicks won the first two games at home. Boston Celtics came back and won Game 3. And every single game, the same trend has been happening. The Boston Celtics go up 20 points. Now, this time they ended up going up about 30 points and didn't look away, didn't look back at all, and pretty much put them to bed to show you guys, like, hey, we are the defending champs. We are the number one team in the league. We should have won the Game 1 and Game 2, but we're going to go ahead and win on you guys' floor and embarrass you guys and not make it even close from start to finish. To be very honest, the game was over at halftime again, like how it should have been in Game 1 and Game 2, but I don't know what happened there. I think Adam Silver made some calls. Either way it go, up here in Game 4, I truly do think that it's going to be pretty much the same, ladies and gentlemen. I do think that Jason Tatum, who hasn't been playing his best, is going to be playing his best. He's going to put up a masterclass of a performance. I do think that he's going to put on a show today. Double-double performance, triple-double performance, type performance from Jason Tatum, no doubt. I do think that the Boston Celtics are going to dominate again on the New York Madison Square Garden floor and pull away, and this spread is the same, and it should be the same on the road, and then when they go back home, it should jump right back up. Give me the Boston Celtics -6.5 on the road here. And it's a bonus pick. Take Jason Tatum over everything. Over on the points. Over on the rebounds. Well, I'm not too sure about the assists because I do think he's going to be putting up buckets. But give me the Boston Celtics -6.5 on the road here to tie it up, to go 2-2, to head back to Boston for Game 5, to go 3-2, and then to make it 4-2 and Boston is 6. I don't think New York's going to win another game, if I'm being brutally honest, but I'll tell you guys the spreads when those games come back up. Moving on to the other end of the side, we got the Western Conference. We got Ant-Man versus a Warrior, Steph-less Warriors. And it's been a shame to see the Warriors without Steph because even though you thought that they had a chance to win last game, you really knew that they didn't have a chance to win last game. You really knew that no matter what lead that they got, Ant-Man had this. Ant-Man had it in the bag. Now, the Warriors did cover their spread, though, and that was shocking. But in this game and tonight, I think the Warriors are going to give it all that they got tonight again. But unfortunately, it just won't be enough, as even they know that after tonight, it's going to be going back to Minnesota and still no Steph. The problem thing is there's no Steph in order to. Steph isn't even predicted to come back into Game 7. So with Steph not being predicted to come back to even Game 7, you don't have any idea on how to play real basketball with your team without your superstar, without the guy who's built the franchise, without your franchise player, Steph, the greatest shooter to ever play the game. You need Steph more than anything in the world. So without a doubt, I think that Ant-Man is going to put up another beautiful performance, 25, 30, 35 points. He had 36 last game in a W. Julius Randle has been balling. He has earned my respect back. Shout out to Julius Randle. But I think that in today's game, in this game, give me the Minnesota Timberwolves -5.5 as they take care of this spread here on the road and put their foot down on the Warriors on their neck to go home and go ahead and go home for Game 5 so they can wrap this series up. Unfortunately, we don't get to see Ant officially call Steph off the list. He kind of does, but not really. But again, give me Boston on the road spread here, -6.5. Give me the Minnesota Timberwolves on the spread here, -6.5. If you are new here, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment of your choice. If you're returning, thank you again for watching. I'll be back soon.